In this episode of the Jon Jon Happy Hour, we reveal the results of the first two ASMR games and more shit that I heard this week.
Recording live from the Jon Jon & Company studio in Denver, Colorado, the Jon Jon Happy Hour. Now here's your host, the friend you didn't know you needed, Jon Jon Lannen.
Hi! Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jon Jon Happy Hour. Oh my god, I am so thrilled to be here, live on Twitch TV. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Let me pull up my notes here. Got my notes here in front of me. My word. Look, the chat's popping too. Like I said, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jon Jon Happy Hour, or as I like to call it, the most inconsistent show on the internet since 2008. Yes. So welcome back to the JJHH VIII. The Roman numerals makes this edgy, y'all. Okay, cool. So as a reminder, you guys know that the Jon Jon Happy Hour happens every single Sunday right here on Twitch. And then, my God, I'm out of breath. All that running I just did to nowhere, literally. But you guys know the party is here every single Sunday on Twitch TV at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let me know what standard times you guys are in. I like standard times. I was just thinking, are all of the times in the world standard? Good question. Thank you, audience. My word. Little delay there. They're a little, Sunday fun-dayed out. So like I said, the stream happens here about 5 o'clock every single Sunday. And after we premiere the show live, we actually promote it on the podcast platforms afterwards and then YouTube. So yeah, you guys can rewatch this on YouTube, and I'll have some images to make it more amusing. Although, look at this. Look at this. Someone just commented, hi Sam and Omar, in the live Twitch, which will happen again, like I said, every Sunday. And she said, psst. I'm just kidding. She's a Pacific Standard Time. Or as I like to say sometimes when I'm being specific, Pacific. Okay. Oh my God, the audience. Guys, stop. I know, this humor is crazy. So, like last time, I hope you guys are staying safe during this whole quarantine situation, because I got to tell you, I have been. Well, as much as I can, right? We've been wearing masks everywhere. That's, if we go out. If we go to the store, we wipe shit down. We carry around now, what are those called? The hand sanitizer situations. So that's all good and dandy, which a lot of people were doing previous to, COVID-19, hashtag COVID-19, holla to play. But yeah, no, so I just hope you guys are just staying safe. Let me know. And actually, I got to tell you, my mom actually just reached out to me today. Hey, Mom, if you're watching gear, one of her pals is going to be making us some masks. Yeah, so that'll be really fun in a whole bunch of different colors and patterns. Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh my God, I'm doing great, sweetie. Thank you. Ready? Oh, I love you. So it's important that we take our health into consideration during this crazy pandemic, you guys. And I am so thankful that you guys are all tuning into this crazy shenanigan show right here on Twitch on TV on Sunday. And it looks like we got our little Twitch view up to 17 viewers. So all 17 of you, hello, shalom in the home. Those of you guys who are listening after the fact, again, you guys can listen live every single Sunday. But this show truly could not have been going out without all of you guys, so thank you so mucho. Well, folks, it's time for a shout outs. That was the shout sound effect. So every week I want to give special shout outs to people I love and support, and you guys have heard me do some shout outs the last couple of weeks, of course. And today I want to do a shout out to some very special streamer friends. They actually might be in the chat here today, so if you're here, say shalom. We got Red Nitrate, and you can find him at Red Nitrate, literally REDNITRATE, spelling bee, not champion. True story, I got eliminated on the word altitude because I spelled latitude. That, my friends, is bullshit. They didn't even let me redo it either. I'm like, how rude. I know how to spell altitude. It's just the L and the A are switched. Son of a gun. Well, back to shout-outs. The next shout I want to give is to Jennifer Patrick. Hey, Jennifer. You can find Jennifer at jpatrick. That's double T G. So JPATTRICKGG. Yeah, and then the last shout-out I want to give is to Elise, a new YouTuber who I love and is a friend of the pod, of course, and that is at Nerds Curly. I gotta tell you, Elise won me over when she posted a Borat GIF. Very excited. So I'm telling you, if you reference Borat in anything, I will probably love you. And that clip right there might get me completely canceled. But girl, how can I get canceled if I got 19 viewers? Okay, cancel me. Okay, please don't actually. But thank you all for viewing in and tuning in. Hi Jeanette. Hi Mom. Hi Boo Thing. Hi Sam. Hi Omar. Hi Ryan. All the people chiming in the Twitch channel chat. But I definitely love those streamers. It's a rarity to meet supportive friends like that, especially online. And I really appreciate the support. And to you three, keep grinding out those streams. And that, my friends, was this week's shout outs. Holy shit, you guys, I just did ASMR. Clacked. Now, as always, you guys can keep the conversation going right here in the Twitch channel chat. And if you're here, why not just say hey or hi or yo or however you do it? That, of course, helps engagement up on this pod. Or you can use hashtag JJHH all over social media. And while you're there, you can follow me at Jon Jon Lannen. Oh, bitch, that ding was on point. On point. Literally in my notes, I say ding if I mention at Jon Jon Lannen. That's right. Now there, of course, we can interact, guys. We can be pals, and you can even vote on the show segments, which we've been doing these last couple of weeks. And speaking of voting on the show segments, it's time for everyone's favorite game in all of the land. It is the That's the ASMR game. Thank you, Darth Vader. We hear you. We love you. We appreciate you. Now, I was always having these random thoughts about Vader, especially. He's all famous for the breathing. Okay. And he's also for saying, Luke, I'm your father. Okay, that's not how you say it. But I always envision him what if you took out the your father part? What else would Vader say? Luke. Just popping by to say hey. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't say that, but he'd be like, I am so freaking pissed right now. I don't know. Or how about this? Luke, I am out of breath. Thank you, audience. Thank you. So these are the thoughts I have, especially when I think about Vader, because wouldn't that be funny, right? We all hype up, oh, we know he gonna say, which is true, but what if he flipped the fucking script on us? Luke, I'm, all that fun stuff. Now, I just found out here live in the chat, when it was recorded live and said by the actor, it was Luke, I killed your father. Girl. That's Mark. Thank you, Mark, very much for that. Now, that's interesting. Now, if he killed his father, who is his daddy? All right. Next week on Maury, ladies and gentlemen, who is Luke's father? Not me. Okay. So that's that. So we're getting distracted. And by your, I mean me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... Thank you, Vader. I love it. Thank you, Sister Vader. Love it. Now, really quickly, for those of you guys who are not familiar with this game, we have more intel. Doodly-doodly-doo. We need an intel noise. Ready? This is going to be our intel noise, effective immediately. Perfect. Then, when James Earl Jones redid it, George Lucas changed it to I am your father. Ooh! Very good intel. Thank you very much. Now, I wonder, George Lucas, I don't know. Maybe he just flipped the script shit on, he'd be flipping the script and shit every single day. You just wonder, he's okay, why don't you just say, I'm your dad, and today you're Luke, or whatever. I don't know. Well, there you have it. But here's the rundown. In the ASMR game, I make noise eating food because I love to eat, folks. And once I do that, I usually post a poll on the Twitter. You guys vote, and you guys can find me on Twitter. Of course, you guys can find that at Jon Jon Lannen. At Jon Jon Lannen. Oh, bitch, nailed it. Now, last week, you guys can remember, I was chewing on this little device. So I'll give you guys a little recap. Here's what I was chewing on in episode 7.
Oh, that's good. That's just my heavy breathing. That's not an effect of the food. Okay. I'm gonna kind of smack. This is very improper, but no one can see me except for the neighbors. Sorry, Luca the cat. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. I probably should not eat the entire thing. Okay. Do you see the things that I do for this podcast? My God, I'm such a giver. My word.
All right, so that was last week's. You see what I do? If this isn't journalism at its finest, I don't know what is. But with that being said, so last week I asked you guys what that was. And I put the Twitter poll up. So now this week I did not give any of you guys a hint. The top guess with 44% of the votes, folks, was a crunchy taco. Okay, you know what I thoroughly enjoyed? That you guys think my fat ass just has like a fucking crunchy taco here, okay? That was the top vote, 44% crunchy taco. I'm like, okay, hold on, let me unwrap this taco. And although a good guess and delicious and something I do eat frequently, that is incorrect. Now, the votes were tallied this way. Frosted Flakes at 33%. You guys thought that was some cereal. B, which was 11%, was a Ferrero Duplo. Wow, very, very intercontinental. And then we have C, Crunchy Taco, which won with 44% of the vote. And then D, Anilla Wafer at 12%. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is, I don't know who, because you guys just voted, okay? But I will tell you what it was that I was eating. Ladies and gentlemen, I was eating a Duplo bar. So that was Go You 11%. So I think that was actually the lowest. Let me double check my statistics. Yeah, it looks like that is the lowest vote. Holy moly. But I thought it was so specific that people would vote for it. Like, I was like, how can I get more specific than Ferrero Duplo? Or I don't know. How do you say it? Duplo? Duplo. Duplo. It's something that I told my babe on the first date. I Duplo. Okay, just kidding. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry. We crossed the line. I am sorry. Let's get back to, ladies and gentlemen, the... Oh, that's so fun. Can you imagine if Disney or Lucas came after this podcast? That would be so much good press. Let them know I'm using Darth Vader as the ASMR game sound effect. No, don't do that, please. Also, thank you. Now, okay, I'm going to mosey off the camera, and we're going to play another round of the ASMR game. Now, remember, you guys can guess right here in the chat if you guys so please, or you guys can vote on the Twitter poll, which is going to be at Jon Jon Lannen. Nailed it. So I'm going to slide over, and we are going to play the ASMR game. Here we go. Hopefully you guys can't see me. Okay. Oh my word, that's quite the cellophane wrapper. I'm doing a little dance around my teeth so you know it's a hard piece of something. Okay. Zesty flavor, I must say. Okay. Traditionally, you don't chew on one of these. Oh, look at my hand. Just getting all gay over here on you guys. Typically, you would not chew on it. But in this case, you would. Ow! My God! Ow! 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 Oh my God! I don't know if I should eat all this though. Oh my God! Should I eat it? Yay or nay? Good guess. I'm seeing a Jolly Rancher. What is a Duplo bar? Girl, I will show you as soon as I'm done eating. Okay, here we go. Those of you who are just wondering why I'm just talking to myself in the later, oh my God, that is a mouthful. But those of you who are just randomly thinking I'm talking in the later broadcast, I'm actually chatting with the people who are live in the Twitch channel. Just so you know. Okay. Let me take a sip here. Oh my God. So I saw a couple guesses here. We got a double vote on Jolly Rancher. Oh my word. Here's another hint. You can just feel it in your soul. And then, I see Jawbreaker here. Oh, that could be. Ow, my jaw's broken. Just kidding. It's not. But it very well could be. Well, you guys can vote on that segment, like I said, on my Twitter account, and I will leave you guys with a couple of options, so you guys will have a little bit better odds of getting it right. I will tell you that Jolly Rancher and Jawbreaker are not the correct answer, although they are good. Wait a minute. Although they are good. And someone just clocked me because they clocked me with an old lady candy known as Werther's Caramel. And I actually think that would be a great drag name. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Werther's Caramel, or Caramel, however you pronounce it. Why don't you guys tell me how to pronounce it in the chat? Everyone's just going to spell caramel the same. I'm just so enthused with myself. My word! Quarantine's making us all crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was the... And of course, I will reveal the answer of what I was eating right here on the JJHH, right here on Twitch TV. That's Sunday at 5 p.m. at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This is so exciting. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining the Jon Jon Happy Hour. We still got a couple things going here. Remember, you can keep the conversation going all over social media at hashtag JJHH. Now, I am really, really excited for the final segment of our show. It really needs no intro, right? So ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, it is time for...
Shit that I heard this week. Shit that I heard this week.
Let's hear it again.
Shit that I heard this week. Shit that I heard this week.
Thank you, Not Akon, for that exclusive song segment. Now, last week, the last week's show was a blast, right? And it's always refreshing being back here on the air live so that we can chat here, right here in this poppin' chat. Now, this week is seriously poppin'. Now, last week we talked about the recent government stimulus checks. Now, last week we chatted... that the Treasury Department actually had distributed the checks, or were beginning to, and we have now news. Now, CNBC is reporting that the IRS and the Treasury Department have distributed 88 million stimulus payments, totaling nearly $158 billion. It's a lot of motherfucking money. Now, I know we got some Californians up in here. Californians are set at the top of that list with more than 9.1 million individuals receiving $15.9 billion in payments. That is a lot of money. Okay, now with as I shared with you guys last week, you guys should be getting $1,200 if you guys are on your own, or if you guys are a married couple, you guys get $2,400. Now, kids under 17 qualifying get you $500. So if you're not claiming the children, that's on you, y'all. Now, I was really curious how everybody was spending it. Now, we had some really good answers here in the chat, but I asked on Twitter, of course, at Jon Jon Lannen. Nailed it, kind of. What and how are you guys spending your stimulus money? So coming in at the top of the list, and not surprisingly, at 44% of the vote, is going to be necessities. Wow, the audience likes that. They really enjoy that. Wow. That surprised me and didn't surprise me. Obviously, I know people need it for necessities, but I thought this next vote was going to be a little bit higher. But it did come in at 26%, and then you have folks who are splurging. That's splurging. That's right, at 26%. So some of you guys here in this chat might be splurging. A Twitter user on Twitter, okay, said, "Who's splurging?" Well, whoever is splurging, you got to let me know. And if you guys are watching the YouTube after the fact, I will have the tweet right over there on the screen. Now, coming in at third with invest is at 22%. So 22% of you think that you are going to be investing it. And it's really interesting because the lowest votes of all are 8% with plants. Wow, that's shocking. And the audience is outraged, frankly. If you were here last week, that's an inside joke from last week, okay? But like I said, I thought that was really interesting. I think Splurge was pretty high on the list, which was actually kind of surprising, but not, seeing as that was probably my what I'm probably going to be doing. And then last week, people were even saying things like vacation, which I think is a really, really good tip. And listen, speaking of vacation, I heard the airlines, this is crazy. I heard the airlines are going to be getting rid of the middle seat on flights. They like that. They like that. They like that. No, think about how cool would that be? So, and that's all kind of in the effort to social distance. But yeah, no kidding. They're going to be, they're going to be getting rid of the middle seat. Allegedly, folks. Now, another Twitter user said, I'm paying some bills and then buying some products. Hashtag product junkie. Now, chime in the chat here. What are you or what have you spent your money on? I want to know. And last week, I thought the chat was popping. I thought it was a really I keep saying popping like I'm cool, but I'm not. Okay, but the chat was very busy. No, but the chat was real good with the suggestion. So let me know what you guys doing. The last thing we chatted about last week as well was the WWE. That's World Wrestling Entertainment, y'all. I shared with you guys last week that Florida designated professional wrestling as, quote, an essential business. Like I said, the NPR article, which is right here, and that says World Wrestling Entertainment resumed its live televised shows Monday at its facility in Orlando without fans present. I asked you guys on Twitter, in your opinion, should WWE be deemed an essential business and continue to put on shows with no audience? I, of course, asked that at Jon Jon Lannen. So, amazingly, 17% of you guys said yes, that they should continue putting on shows and they are an essential business. And then 83%, which is the majority, of course, indicated no, that it's not an essential business. Listen, I thought these would be a little bit more evenly matched, seeing as, that's kind of how the United States is right now, and the world. So I thought there would be a lot more like 50-50. But I do think, and I'm really glad that most of you are sane. Okay. But yeah, I think it's imperative that people's safety is at the forefront, no matter what you're doing, even if it's professional wrestling, right? A Twitter user here said, I love me some entertainment, but there's no need for folks to get sick or worse. Think of the comeback events. And I couldn't agree with you guys more. Think about if you take a break, which I'm doing right now, think about the comeback. You're like, wait, hold on. Wait. The comeback is so much more impressive. No, but in all sincerity, if you are planning huge events, you think about things like the Olympics, sporting events, even wrestling events, concerts, etc. The comeback opportunity, I think, is really, really awesome. And I just giggled because I thought it was really, really funny how many times I said, comeback. Oh, my heavenly Father. Now, in other WWE news, they actually released a ton of different wrestlers, which they're calling Dark Wednesday a couple weeks ago. And here's an official press release from the WWE. I'm like, who's going to read it? Me? Okay, I'll take this one. Due to COVID-19 and current government mandated impacts on the WWE and the media business generally, the company went through an extensive evaluation over its operation over the past several weeks. The analysis resulted in implementation of various short-term cost reduction and cash flow improvement actions, including that's reducing executive and board member compensation, which you're seeing kind of pretty frequently across the board, decreasing operating expenses, cutting talent expenses, third-party staffing and consulting, and then deferring spend on the build out of the company's new headquarters for the last 6 months. So they're moving the WWE headquarters, which they're going to be taking a break upon, which is probably good if you're furloughing and releasing so many people. Now, given the uncertainty of the situation, they go on to say the company also identified headcount reductions, which is going to be really, really, really tough. Hey there, Chris jumping in this. Yeah, this thing is working, mama. This thing on. Now, like I said, on April 24th, they released staff and the wrestlers in droves, which was crazy. Among those affected are, legends like Kurt Angle, Drake Maverick, Carl Anderson, EC3, Leo Rush, Kurt Hawkins, Luke Gallows, Rowan, and one of my favorite names, No Way Jose, Rusev, like I said, Zack Ryder, Mike and Mariah Kanellis. So this was a crazy, crazy release in the WWE. So many in the industry are calling it one of the darkest days, of course, in professional wrestling, which is, I think there's worse things happening than releases, and I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. Obviously, I think those are important things in the world, but I think, people's health, and people are literally dying. So I think that is probably our most important thing. Life. Now, I am curious, and I'm going to be asking on my Twitter. You guys know what my Twitter is? I'm so glad you asked. It is at Jon Jon Lannen. Okay, and I'm going to be asking, do you know people directly impacted by the virus, right? Have people in your life been furloughed or let go in positions? I'm curious. Just like these WWE superstars, I think a lot of, some people have remained jobs and taken cuts like this press release says, and some have unfortunately lost jobs. So let me know, because I'm really curious, and that poll will be up a little bit later tonight. Now, our very last topic, of course, on our very fun segment. Not Akon, can you please play something? I love it. Thank you. Now, this one should be a little bit more lighthearted. Okay, on April 20th, the Stoner world celebrated the 420 holiday. Now, Stoners, you have about 30 seconds. Go take your bong rips. Go take your bong rips. Go take your dabs. I'm gonna explain to the sobers what 420 is. Okay. Here we go. Sobers, 420 is a national holiday for cannabis consumers, okay? Very quickly, according to Time, the most credible story traces 420 to the Marin County, California in 1971. 5 of the students at San Rafael High School would meet at 4:20 p.m. by the campus statue of a chemist, whose name I cannot pronounce, to partake. They chose that specific time because extracurricular... I'm talking so fast. They chose that specific time because extracurricular activities had usually ended by that time. That group became known as the Waldos because they met at the what? Wall. And they would say 420 to each other as code for marijuana. Now, then it blew up and became this national day, and so now people smoke at 420, and it is now a national holiday on April 20th, and all that fun stuff. Now, what's interesting, if my sources are correct, I think 11 states in the union have legalized marijuana from a recreational standpoint, and 33, that's 33, have operational medical marijuana programs. So not necessarily implemented quite yet, but 33 have the shit. So in most of the country, it is legal. Okay. And in most of the country, I mean, from a medical standpoint, most of the country still needs to legalize this fun stuff. So with that being said, it is illegal, even in the legal states, to smoke in public. But if we were outside of a quarantine, I'm curious what you guys think. If we were in regular standards for the 420 holiday, yay or nay, should people be able to be permitted to smoke in a public enclosed area for this holiday? I'm curious. Sound off. I want to know. Ooh, hot mic, right? And I'm curious what you guys think. Even with the legalized states, right? The legalized states have a little bit different how do I say, circumstance? But I think I'm really curious what you guys think. There's a very popular one here that happens in the Denver Civic Center Park. But of course it's not happening because we are all quarantining. Quarantine, if you will. And it's not happening, but they do that there. It's safe, and I'm pretty sure people smoke pretty openly. So that's a thing. Should they be allowed? Yay or nay? I'll post that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that, my friends, was...
Shit that I heard this week.
What was it? Not I can't say it again.
Shit that I heard this week.
Oh my God, this is so crazy. It is 5:34. Ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to the close of the 8th edition of the JJHH. Now, listen, you guys remember, you guys can keep the conversation going all over social media at Jon Jon Lannen and hashtag JJHH. Okay, now, oh my word. These comments are blowing up. Okay, more intel. So just create more coffee shops in Amsterdam, and then you got your problem solved. So people could just smoke in public. I like that idea. Listen, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here for the Jon Jon Happy Hour, the most inconsistent show on the interwave since 2008. Remember, you guys can join me here every single Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and you guys will be hearing this podcast on all podcasting platforms along with YouTube. Well, until next time, ta-ta!